More shocking updates on the P Diddy and Cassie situation. Things are unraveling it seems like at an hourly rate. Pierce Morgan had an interview with one of Diddy's bodyguards, his ex bodyguards, and he had a lot to say regarding ex Misa that Diddy was with in the early 90s, Kim Porter, and Cassie. More specifically, Kim Porter. But let's go ahead and take a look at the clip and see what was said by the ex bodyguard.
How many times did you personally witness him be violent towards women?
Around 4 or 5 times.
And was that all with Cassie, or was it Cassie and other women?
I seen him with Cassie and I seen him with Kim Porter, his kid's mother.
Right, who's now sadly no longer with us. But what did you see him do?
I've seen them get physical. I've seen him get really physical, grab him up. It was one time that Cassie mentioned inside her lawsuit where she said she had to go over to the London hotel. I was the one that was checking on her every day at the London hotel. You know what I'm saying? So I know that to be true. I seen them get into some wrestling and punching matches. And sometimes I felt like, what are you mad at? What are you upset about? Because it's a deeper anger when you hitting and punching a woman in that type of manner. And it's okay. It's understood if you have a problem with one woman and you seek things, but when you have a problem with every woman that you're dealing with, then I think that problem is inside of you.
What did you see him do with Kim Porter?
I seen him inside the car, grab her up. I seen him smack her, you know. And one thing about Kim is Kim got to the point where she fought back because she realized how powerful she was. It was one incident on Sunset Boulevard in front of the Beverly Hills Hotel where I just seen the car rocking back and forth. You know, of course he put everybody out the car, but I seen the car shaking. So I opened the door. I said, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? You see where we at and what are you doing? And Kim got out the car like nothing happened. And she fixed her hair and she told him, she said, I want to see you explain to the media that scratch I'm gonna put across your face if you put your hands on me again.
Boom, like that. That's what went down. Kim Porter started to fight back like Tina Turner in a limo. She got tired of Ike's nonsense. They were both in limos. It was Tina Turner and Ike in a limo. It was Kim Porter and Diddy in a limo outside the Beverly Hills Hotel. The bodyguard said he scratched his face up. She got tired of it. She got tired of the abuse because she realized her power. She realized, I'm Kim Porter. I got 4 of your children, motherfucker. You about to just beat on me like I'm some prostitute you get off a Fig or off from them dating sites. I'm Kim Porter, the mother of 4 of your kids. You ain't about to touch me no more, because now you're going to have to tell the reporters, the paparazzi, TMZ, and all them people, the red carpet, Vanity Fair, exactly why you got that scratch across your eye. Why you got that shit going from the left side to the right. You got to go up there, take that, this right here, this ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Just a little freaky. Nah, bruh. This beautiful woman is Kim Porter, this woman you see here. Beautiful woman. 47 years old was when she was found deceased. Found dead in her home, right? She was, for many years before their 2007 split, and was also mother to 4 of his children. The Los Angeles County Sheriff said that they went to her Toluca Lake apartment, home at around 11:40. They said they were talking about cardiac arrest was one of the words that were spoken about. Then later we hear that, oh, she's been dealing with, pneumonia for 2 weeks, and she finally began to have issues and stuff. Pneumonia? Wait a minute. Dealing with pneumonia for 2 weeks? If you're dealing with pneumonia for 2 weeks, you're in the hospital. You're not at home. You're in the hospital. And the hospital will not release you with pneumonia. So how do we know that you've been dealing with pneumonia if it wasn't diagnosed? If you've been at home for 2 weeks, sick, who's to say you had pneumonia? That's what you need to go get diagnosed from a doctor. The hospital needs to tell you have pneumonia. They need to take pictures of your x-rays of your chest to see the pneumonia. You can't just say, oh yeah, I got pneumonia. No. This is why that doesn't even make sense already. You see how it's not making sense? You have to be in the hospital. And once you're in the hospital for pneumonia, they don't release you until you no longer have pneumonia. So it's already fishy. I believe Diddy killed Kim Porter. That's what I believe. I believe Diddy used to beat Kim Porter, and then he ended up getting rid of her because he realized he had no more power over Kim. As seen in the video, he realized he had no more power over Kim. Dang, I can't even do my thing outside of a party. What if I do when I get drunk, go to Vanity Fair, and I want to slap her real quick in the bathroom, hit her with a couple rib shots? She gonna beat me, and I gotta come out bloody. Everybody gonna see me. Nah, I can't live like this with this broad. No, I gotta get rid of her. The mother of your kids. We need to look into the Kim Porter death because it is fishy and suspect, especially when you look into what Diddy's been doing to Cassie. It's tied in. And I want you to keep in mind about the scratches on Diddy's face because we gonna come right back to that, guys.
And that was Kim's attitude. Kim's attitude was she realized that what he had to explain meant more to him than anything. And once she realized she had that power, she said, nah, not no more. Because you're going to have to explain why you all marked up.
The incident you alluded to in the lawsuit was in January 2009. After Diddy learned that she had spoken to another music manager at a party, he became angry. It says in the car leaving the club, he beat Cassie, Miss Ventura, pushing her into a corner of the vehicle and stomping on her face, and that you tried to stop the beating but were unable to de-escalate the situation. Is that an accurate assessment of what happened?
I wouldn't say it was accurate because I did stop it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a club. It was in front of a black tie affair, actually. And they came out of the black tie affair on Sunset Boulevard. And she was talking to a manager, and I was standing there. And then he just came out and went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand why, but I knew that we was on Sunset Boulevard, and I grabbed him and I said, yo, what are you doing? Like, what did she do? And she just ran on the side of the car and she bent down and he took off from me and he commenced to hitting her. And I pulled him off of her and I threw him in the car, and then I grabbed her and I threw her in the car. And they continued to fight for about another block or two. And then he sat there and he just shook his head. He just shook his head and said, take me home. Once we got her home, he then had his assistant get a hotel room at the London Hotel. And they took her over to the London Hotel for a week. And my job was to just go check on her, you know, and I went and checked on her every day. She showed me some bruises on her chest and she showed me her eye, and she just started crying.
So there, you can see it yourself. They had an incident on Sunset. Diddy beat her. Diddy was like, man, just take me home, bro. And then I guess she was able to convince Diddy, like, yo, I need a hotel. Maybe where she could, or maybe Diddy sent her to the hotel so she could be out of the spot's eye, so she could heal up from her wounds and all that. But this man is over here sitting here telling exactly what happened and what went down. This fool would beat her in public, like, and the bodyguard, like, yo, what are you doing, bro? We on Sunset. Bro, take that home. Get her when you get to behind the gates, bro. Like, what's going on? Said the same thing with Kim Porter. Kim Porter was like, no more of that. Sadly, Cassie never got to the point that Kim Porter got to, which is probably good for her because she probably wouldn't be alive right now if she got to Kim Porter's status where Cassie realized that she has the power and she can actually fight back. But it's sad to know that these are the things that Diddy does to hide and make he probably got residencies at some of these hotels. You got business managers, you got security guards who already know the get down about, all right, they fighting again. All right, for sure. We got to throw her into this hotel. We got to check on her here and there and there. Imagine what Cassie had to go through on a week-to-week basis. When you hear Vanity Fair's coming up, when you hear an award show, when you hear any award show, ball, gala, party is coming up in the household of Diddy, Cassie must get stressed out. Like, oh my God, he's gonna trip. Oh, there's drinks. Oh, they're gonna be there. Oh my God, she must have been like really, really, really terrified, bro. And that's terrible. That's sad. This next person we're gonna see was an actual employee of Bad Boy who was around Kim Porter and knows is very familiar with the Cassie situation. He gave his 2 cents on the Art of the Dialogue YouTube channel. And go and check this bad boy out right here.
It's still a boy, like a bad boy.
And speaking of Kim Porter, because you knew Kim Porter, is it true that Diddy broke her nose?
Bust her nose, man. You know, but it was all, insecurities. Anytime a man would go
As you can see, he's just said straight up, he broke her nose, busted her nose straight up. Terrible, terrible.
out his way to wiretap someone's phone or put taps in their homes just to monitor their conversation, that's a sign of insanity. So when you see someone doing that, you can imagine everything else they do. What do you think he's gonna do if he found her on the phone talking to someone and or feels that she's cheating on him or somebody sleeping with his girl? What you think he gonna say? Ooh, I caught you. Ooh, I heard this. Nah, he gonna come in with the, it's gonna be a fight.
He's saying that I already know that you've been talking to somebody because I'm tapping your phones. He just said that he beat Kim Porter, busted her nose, and that he taps their phones. He got actual phone taps on the women that he's talking to. He got it on their phones. Bruh's crazy.
But that's something that you seen from the inside. When you on the inside looking out, it's like looking at Blueface and his girlfriend always arguing on TV, they toxic relationship. So when you on the inside looking out, you don't really see them like fighting. You just be like, they tripping. This is their relationship. It's been going on like that with them for years. So usually when you notice Puff was in those kind of violent relationships with his females, this been going on ever since 2-3 years. This ain't just something that just happened. This ain't the first fight. It ain't the last fight. Yeah, I noticed all. I seen a lot. I seen him walk in with scratches and bruises on his face. And you be like, who scratched you up, dog?
Hear that? Hear that?
You up, dog?
You hear that?
I noticed all. I seen.
These are different interviews at different times, but we're seeing things connect. He talked about the scratches on the face.
I seen a lot. I seen him walk in with scratches and bruises on his face. And you be like, who scratched you up, dog? Who's scratching you? What, you had a fight with a cat?
Kim Porter scratched him up. Let's not forget, it was Kim Porter that scratched that boy up. Kim stopped playing. She stopped playing. It was Kim Porter that scratched that boy up. He walked around with scratches on the foot. What happened, dog? Kim said, I'm not doing this shit no more. Kim said, I'm not doing it. Yeah, motherfucker. Because the scratches do a lot. DNA under the fingernails. In case something go down and they do the autopsies, you can see the DNA under the fingernails. Boom, boom, gotcha. And then it's double effect. DNA under the fingernails and physical damage that lasts a few days. Scratches, bruh. She could scratch you on Tuesday. You still talking about it on Friday. Yeah, this right here. Yeah, man. Shoot, man. You know what I'm saying? I was out in the yard. I was raking this shit, and then I stepped on the yard. You ever saw that Sideshow Bob, the Simpsons episode, where he kept stepping on the rakes? It was that, but the opposite way. Like, I stepped on the wood part, and then the rake hit me, and then and I was like, oh, fuck. He making up these type of excuses. Because Kim Porter was a mother-freaking fighter. Mother of his kids realized what she had, and she sent that fool around Hollywood in his social circles like, damn, dog, what happened to you? God damn. He probably had motherfuckers like, did he, you okay, bro? Like, oh yeah, this? Oh yeah, man, I just was a mosquito. A mosquito. That's like 4 lines across your face. Did Wolverine get you? Oh, nah. In Diddy's head. Kill that bitch, my girl. Kill that bitch. Kill it. Making me do this, man. I'm at A&R right now. I'm at my meeting right now. Gotta say this shit with my face. God damn. Gotta wear masks That's why you wear your glasses. Kim Porter probably gave you a left hook, blackened that eye up darker than it was. Had you looking like a motherfucking raccoon out here. Had you looking like Aries Spears. He got tired of that, bro, because you knew you didn't have that control. So I believe you killed her. This beautiful woman, mother of your children. Look at her son. I believe you took her out, bro. That's what I believe.
I seen the car shaking, so I opened the door.
Oh, you see the car
What are
shaking?
you doing? You know, what are you doing? You see where we at, and what are you doing? And Kim got out the car like nothing happened, and she fixed her hair, and she told him, she said, I want to see you explain to the media that scratch I'm gonna put across your face if you put your hands on me again. And that
Just like that. Straight G. Straight G. I love to see it. This, in the same interview that he had at Art of the Dialogue, he mentions Misa, the person who he was with even before Kim Porter. And he has some crazy things to say about that. He is attesting to the DV and assault even before Kim Porter. Check it out.
Surprised when you hear Cassie say that, Diddy, he used to hit her and she had to cover up her bruises with makeup. You're not surprised when you hear that. Because I interviewed Gene Deal, and he wasn't around Bad Boy when Cassie was around. But he told me that, he did the same thing to Kim Porter.
Or you could take it before then, and then you can remember when Misa was dating Eric Sermon from EPMD, and that was her childhood boyfriend. Like coming up, they was the lovey-dovey couple, and it was back then. He used to do that with Misa. So and one thing I always say is,
That's crazy.
as a man and as anyone in a relationship, we often go through these kind of things.
Who is Misa, you might know? Well, Misa's the first real celebrity status relationship that he had, coupled with Diddy. Misa and Diddy happened in the early 90s when Diddy was still, trying to do that on his up and coming grind when he first became part of A&R. So this is Misa right here. This is her with their child that they both have together. Look, you see, there's a timeline right here. 1993, they welcomed Justin in December of 93. But way back here, they were dating when, look, this is quote, we were dating at the time and he had just went from intern to A&R. So this is before Diddy was Diddy, P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puff, any of that. He had a new position at Uptown Records, and he was in charge of putting together album musically, but also for their look. So he would style and how the artist would look, creating your image before you debut. Hylton, who was Misa, she shared that she worked with Diddy as an assistant after she finished her school day. So this was a school day, potentially very young. Diddy returned the favor by giving her first solo project, styling Jody for his Gotta Love music video. She opted to put the musician in streetwear and changed how R&B style would be forever look in the future. Because back in the day, when you R&B, you would wear like silk, slacks, leatherish type of look. But she introduced streetwear to R&B. So you singing with R&B, but you still looking street. A la your Jaheems, your Jodeci's, your Genuines, and 112 and your Jagged Edge. All that came because of her innovations in the way that R&B singers look in their music videos. So shout out to her for that. They had their son in 1993, as you can see here. 2010, the execs reunited for his Justin's 16th birthday. So in 2010 is when their son turned 16, and they had a bash in New York City. Here's a picture of them back in 2010. She looks pissed. She don't even look like she want to share she don't want to share the camera with him. She looks mad and fierce. And he has a well different type of energy. Look like he's happy to be there. And that's that. 2019, she went to the 50th birthday celebration, and by June 2023, she said something that was kind of peculiar. The fashion designer raised eyebrows after she posted a series of cryptic posts after Justin was arrested for a DUI. He was booked for a misdemeanor, and he had a $5,000 bond. She says, quote, I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son. She said, I'm not protecting no one anymore. Looking at you, Diddy, she's just protecting their son. She wrote on her Instagram, she says, the statements a fish rots from the head down. She said, a fish rots from the head down means that in addition to being a major contributing factor in a family or organization's success, leadership is also the root cause of its failure and demise. The truth shall set you free. This is Misa's energy. So what we see here is that the victims of Diddy are all united, and they are willing and participating, and they probably have been participating. Your son gets caught for a DUI, and then all of a sudden you're saying, oh, I ain't protecting this man no more. Feds, what's up? What you want to know about him? Oh, you got my son on some this and that? All right, for sure. Well, guess what? I don't mess with him no way. What you want to know? I could tell you about the time he beat me this time. I could tell you about the time in 1995 where we were here, 91 when we were there. And then you got the Kim Porter situation right dead smack in the middle of it. We got a dead woman, bro. We have a deceased mother and wife. And you got Cassie right now. Kim Porter, Cassie, Misa. 3 women that have been and had children with Diddy. What's next? Hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so very much for watching. This is the question of the video. If you have went this far in the video, the question is, do you think that Misa, the first girlfriend of Diddy, is working with the feds? Do you think that Misa, the first girlfriend of Diddy, is working with the feds? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you made it this far, shout out to you. Thank you so very much. Hit the subscribe button if you will. And the like button. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Deuces.